Welcome back to Chrono Trigger. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that stuff. Sorry it's been so long.
So many things. So many people dying this year.
Let's not talk about that, please.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's not just famous people dying. It's people in my...
This entire last 2.5 months of this year have been shit. Let's just say that and get it over with. Let's go fight Magus.
I don't know. In my family's case, it's been for the last 6 months. It's been pretty shit. It's been looking up. It's been looking up in some aspects of my family, but in other ones we're just like, crap.
I lost family this year too, man. I understand. This entire year has been shit. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. Let's pretend we don't know who won the election, and let's just play Chrono Trigger.
Yes, let's completely forget about that. I don't know.
Anyway, since it's been so long, the last thing we did was we fought Flea, and he kicked my ass.
Because
Flea is a guy.
A very feminine guy. He's practically Zarbon.
Well, he is Zarbon. He even has the same hairstyle. Thank you, Toriyama.
And the only thing he doesn't have is transformation.
He doesn't need it. He's a bastard. Because he charms you and makes Chrono attack your entire party for half their HP because he's a bastard.
He flirts with Chrono, and Chrono's like, "I'm confused now."
So now we're playing Donkey Kong apparently.
Yeah, something like that.
Except instead of barrels, we're dealing with rollies.
Yeah, and instead of being able to jump over them, we got to kick their ass.
As well as these jugglers. These jugglers are the most annoying enemies you fight in Magus's castle because they keep changing what they're weak against every hit.
No. Let's just deal with the vamps.
Yeah, why not? I mean, this is why you have Frog, because he's the only character in the game that's both physical and magic-based. Well...
Chrono's like that, too.
Chrono, too, but more so Frog. Frog's the MVP of this dungeon.
Well, considering he is required, and yes, he the real MVP.
You'd think that... I mean, they specifically said... Okay, so he's got physical defense, which means now you gotta use magic. Which is good, because... As we all mentioned before, napalm is apparently magic-based, even though it's a fucking bomb.
Well, it's not like you're striking them with, like, I don't even know how to put it.
But it's flame toss. Flame toss at least makes sense because you're shooting fire. I mean, I guess you can make the flame tosses. She's got a flamethrower, so you're shooting it out of a gun. But
yeah, I think it's more like the explosion of the napalm itself is magic-based.
But that doesn't make sense.
Well, neither does using Link's bombs to, like, explosion. Like, the explosion from Link's bombs can actually help Lucas and Ness recover health.
Yeah, it's Smash Brothers. Anyway, I mean, I get it. They have to have it be magic-based because Luca uses technology. Even though in the year 1000, I don't think you'd know how to make a napalm bomb, but okay.
Yeah, it's Luca. She's already made a giant robot.
I mean, I guess bombs existed in the 1000 AD. Somebody had to figure out how to make them.
Yeah.
It makes more sense than being able to shoot lightning and throw fireballs out of your hand.
I mean, like, they made fireworks. They thought, like, I wonder if we could weaponize that. And that's how bombs were made.
I mean, I don't know the entire history around weapons, so I wouldn't know when bombs were originally conceived. For all I know, they were designed in 1000 AD. Anyway, the whole point of this area is we're basically playing Donkey Kong. I don't know how you fight this juggler, though.
I think maybe you had to meet up with that Rolly a little farther in, and then the juggler would have joined in or something. I don't know.
Maybe. And this part's fucking annoying. And I think you're right, because I go back to I'm like, I want to kill that guy. Technically, this makes all the other enemies respawn too, but screw it.
Yeah, I remember when I first played this, I used this, like, this map right here, I used it for, like, level grinding and trying to get everyone's second level magic spells.
This part's annoying because, as you see here, there's a bunch of trapdoors.
Yeah.
If you have the player's guide like I do, they actually mark where all the trapdoors are. However, you do want to fall down this place at least once, because you can get some treasure chests. And they're pretty good. They're pretty good healing items. Yay! Now for the annoying part. You have 4 different... oh, right, and a magic tab's down here, too. Almost forgot about that. Anyway, there's 4 save points here. One of them's a save point, one of them teleports you back to Ozzie's room, and the other 2 are monsters.
Weird.
And these guys are really weak. They only have like 10 HP, but they're annoying. I don't think they actually hurt you that much. It just wastes your time having to fight all these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just use magic on them. I also don't understand how, like, the first hit Chrono did 10 damage, and then the next hit was 3, so I don't know how their defense actually works.
Curse you variables.
God damn it. I blame Magus. The way this dungeon works, though, is if you find a fake one, it's usually the one right across from that, which is the teleporter back to the main room. And then the one that's hardest to actually find is the save point.
Right.
Because that one's completely random.
I thought they were all random, weren't they?
Well, they are, but typically they're all in each corner of the room, so there's always going to be one on top, one on the bottom, one on the far left, one on the far right. So if you find the save point, the teleporter back to the main room is going to be directly across from where you found the save point.
So that means like So that would mean
the
enemy ones are directly across from each other?
Yes. So from there, the teleporter back to the main room was on the far right. That means if I went to the far left, it would have been a save point. And what I'm doing right here
looking at the guide,
is looking at the guide to find out where the trapdoors are, because I haven't played this in a while, so I don't remember where they all are. The other problem is every time you fall down here, the teleporters are randomized.
Shit.
I mean, you got a 1 in 4 chance, and they're always going to be the same thing, so if you can beat them the first time, you can beat them again. It's just kind of annoying when you have to come back and forth like 6 or 7 times if you keep screwing up.
Right. What sucks about this, like, without a guide, this really is just trial and error.
It is, but at the same time, it's at least tolerable, because there's only so many places you can go.
Not to mention, like you said, those save point enemies don't exactly have a lot of health. So it's not like you're dealing with enemies that have a bunch of fucking health, and then you have to sit through 5 minutes of fighting just to even get back up.
Even if that were the case, there's always a real save point down here, so if you are running low on HP and stuff, you use a shelter. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It's just repetitive when you keep falling 7 or 8 times when you're trying not to in the first place.
Yep.
I do have a player's guide that kind of shows where these pitfalls are. They just put like an X in the general area of where they are. But yeah, if you go in the top right next to Ozzie, then you're fine. There's always going to be a pit directly in front of Ozzie, because that's just to screw with you.
Oh, wait a minute. I think this is the map where I was grinding back when I first played this game.
Ah. Well, now we're playing Donkey Kong number 2. And here's where enemies decide to, strategize.
Kill each other to damage you, pretty much.
Ironically, they would have done more damage if they had just attacked me directly.
It was like, nah.
I mean, doing about 50 to 60 damage to my entire party is nice and all, but you could have done like 200. You could have done like 120 damage in one hit, and that was me. I keep forgetting how to move around the frickin' menu, so if I pause, I apologize for that.
Smack it with water.
Hey man, if you get hit by getting hit by water can hurt. Ever gotten shot by a hose? Like, not even just like a fire hose, just like an actual jet stream of water? That shit hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we're just playing Donkey Kong again. I would recommend fighting every single one of these enemies that we go up against, because you want to be as strong as possible for when you fight Magus. And even at my current level, he can still be kind of a dick. I wouldn't be surprised if people grinded to like level 25 or so before they fought Magus, because goddamn, he can be a bitch. Also, you probably want Chrono to learn life.
Preferably. I don't know. At the very least, get him lightning too, because that's your best damage output up to this point.
Well, at this point, if you've been fighting every battle, and Chrono doesn't know lightning 2, then you've been running away, because there's more than enough enemies to get him to lightning 2. Unless he's died a couple times in certain battles and you didn't get a chance to resurrect him.
Maybe.
But I almost always have lightning 2 before I fight Magus. If you don't, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, because, God... This is the point in the game where everyone that's played this says this is when the game actually starts getting hard. I know I didn't show that very well in the previous videos because I'm of course recording, so bad stuff happens, but this should typically be the point in the game where you go, "Oh, it's actually trying to be hard for once."
Yep. So pretty much any hit at all will just make those guys explode.
If you don't kill them in the first hit, at least. I think if you do, I think if they only have, 10 or so HP left or whatever, they might explode. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not exactly sure. But I'm pretty sure if Chrono got a critical hit on it, it would just die. It wouldn't explode before it.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I mean, that one enemy did, 300 and something damage to it with that one fire attack, but still seemed to have exploded anyway.
Well, let's see. Chrono, you had one job. What happened to you having 50% critical hit? You jerk.
So I didn't feel like it.
That's why Frog is getting more criticals than you. Damn you, Hero Metal. At least I think it's the Hero Metal that's doing it.
Pretty sure it's the Hero Metal.
And it's kind of at this point where I'm just I know the game wants me to use magic, but I really miss Ayla. I really miss Ayla. I mean, I know Robo's almost as strong as her, but it just doesn't feel the same.
I know. What's the best way of putting it? Waifu. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't call her that. I'm just saying.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying, the two strongest hitters in this game, without forcing them to be better, are Chrono and Ayla. Everyone else is pretty
meh,
average, except for Marl
and Luca. Their attack sucks, mostly because it depends on a different stat.
Well, Luca, without spoiling too much, at least her weapons can get her critical hits, and her criticals do more damage than Marl's does. But considering Marl is the white mage of this game by proxy, that kind of explains a lot.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even consider her a white mage. She's more like the pure black mage. Actually, no, that's not true because she has healing. Luca would be the pure black mage of the group.
Yep. Down to doing a lot of fucking damage, but not being able to take it very well.
Barring the character we're about to go fight soon, because they did not hide anything about Magus having magical powers and shit.
Well, he is... Well, I mean, he is the Lord of Monsters or some shit like that.
Yeah, in the
DS version,
in the better translate. Yeah, go ahead.
In the DS version, they call him the Fiend Lord, which is pretty ominous.
That's the more accurate translation. I think with this one, they just call him Actually, I don't remember what his nickname is in this game, in this version anyway.
I think, what are they, Lord, it's Lord...
It's probably Mystic Lord or something like that.
It's Lord of the Mystics.
Yeah.
But that's because, all these magical enemies are called Mystics, where, in the DS version, they're actually called Fiends.
Yeah. And I think when you're in the Demon Village, in the DS version, they call him Fiend Lord Magus. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And Magus's castle is called Fiend Lord's Keep. It's one of those things again. There are things in the Super Nintendo translation that I'm okay with, and then
God, that cyclone sucked. It didn't even hit anyone but Chrono.
It also didn't do nearly as much damage as Chrono's cyclone. Oh no, 23. My Cyclone can do 150 and probably kill you in one hit.
Yeah. It looked like it had more range than Chrono's too, but it didn't.
By the way, we have another gauntlet area. Thanks, Ozzie.
And then there's the jugglers.
Again, the jugglers are the most annoying enemies you fight in this dungeon, only because they keep changing their damn defense.
Yeah. You just have to know how to alternate between them, but at the same time, it's like, eh.
I don't want to.
I know. I don't want to think. Fuck that. I just want to kill.
It's not the fact that
No, I'm kidding.
It's not thinking that's the problem. It's the fact that I could just kill them in one hit with Chrono or Frog if they decide to get a critical hit.
By the way, do you ever?
I also don't.
Do you ever really use haste that much?
Not this early on in the game.
I don't know. I would say with Marl and Luca, it definitely helps them out because they are really freaking slow.
Well, I mean, it's helpful for like. It's gonna be. It would be very helpful when we get to Magus, but before this point, your speed should be more than enough to get hits off first.
Right.
Especially with Chrono.
I think like it's more useful against bosses, considering those go on for a while, a lot longer than these enemy fights.
Oh yeah, a lot longer. Damn it! Now I have to actually use lightning.
How dare you make me use magic, you bastard!
It's because Marl had to bop him on the head with her crossbow instead of shoot him.
Like boop.
And at least, again, even with parts like this, at least they have the courtesy to keep the battle music going so it doesn't, like, restart the battle song every time you get into another fight.
Yep.
Like when I was climbing climbing Denadora Mountain, god damn it.
Now you have now you have to juggle 4 jugglers.
I mean, I love the music in this game, but when the battle theme has to restart every 5 seconds.
Now hit him with all of the physicals.
Not you, Marl.
God
damn it, I probably should have just left you there.
Yeah, they're gonna all be magic weak anyway, soon enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV online recently.
Neat. What have I been playing? I can't remember the last game that I actually played because I've beaten most of them already.
Lucky bastard. Nah, actually, no, that's just my fault. That's my fault. I'm not gonna say anything like that. And then I just made it worse by buying an MMO, so that's even more my fault.
Well, now you're never gonna finish anything.
I gotta try. If anything, I just gotta learn time management. Or at the very least, not dedicate all my freaking time to 14 and actually play other games.
That would also be another explanation as to why we haven't commentated in forever.
Well, that and the holidays. I've just been resting up.
Well, the holidays is one thing. That's only been like 2 or 3 days. Anyway, so now we gotta chase after Ozzie again, because he's an idiot. And I got a speed belt. Probably, yeah, I give that to Chrono. No! Oh, actually, no. Rage Band's probably not that bad.
Rage Band, good. Berserker? No.
Rage Band is good, but not for the upcoming boss fight. There we go. Yay! Now Chrono has max speed.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can max stats out really early on in this game, even without grinding.
Yeah, because I don't think they actually reach up to 99. Plus, I think speed maxes out at 10. I think.
Maybe. You know it's maxed out when your stat is at double star.
Yep. Oh, no, wait, I think it maxes out like at 15 or 16.
Something like that. I know power maxes out at 99. Because you can get to the point where just a normal attack can do like 900 damage. Anyway, I think this was me deciding if I wanted to switch Marl out for somebody else, because I mean, I have two healers. Do I really need a second healer?
Yeah, you only need Frog, and considering his heals everybody, that's all you really need.
Well, then it's also the fact that with this upcoming battle, it really doesn't matter what your team is.
Not to mention, if you have enough mid tonics, it's pretty much as good as Marl's regular heals.
If you're fast enough, I don't think Ozzie will ever... Actually, I don't think Ozzie ever attacks you, unless you purposely wait for him to do something.
Yep.
Spoilers for a 17-year-old game. But I think this was me being stupid and putting on the Berserk.
Oh, jeez, no.
Yeah. Don't do that.
No.
Do the opposite of what past me did.
No.
Do not have the Berserker on for this fight. I mean, you can still win. But you want to have to...
It's up to luck if you win.
God damn it. That's me. What did you do that for? No. Oh, wait, because I'm still fighting, guys.
Yeah, but still, you're most likely going to forget by the time you finally get to Ozzie.
Shut up. Nobody has to know that. I mean, it also increases your physical attack.
Chrono is the new black. Or red.
He's using Kaioken. Or Kaioken.
Yes.
Or Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, something like that.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God. God damn it, Super Saiyan Blue.
I just imagine that, like, Foghorn, Leghorn, it's just like, and it just keeps repeating that, and he's like, Super Saiyan, or actually, Porky Pig, actually.
Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, but seriously, though, I've been enjoying Final Fantasy XIV pretty damn good.
Well, at the risk of making me get hate mail, it's not that hard to be better than 13.
Not to mention, like, the initial release of 14 wasn't that great from what I heard. Not that I ever experienced it myself, but I have seen testimonies and examples of, like, version 1.0 of 14, and it was pretty lackluster.
Well, that's what happens when you make an MMO. Final Fantasy XII didn't have a good start point either.
11. And
11. Whatever. Final Fantasy XI, that just shows how much of an impact that game had on the community. I don't remember shit about it.
I heard that it has, like, one of the hardest bosses to ever fight in an MMO. In fact, I think the only times people have ever actually beaten it is through I think either a glitch or an exploit. But then, like, the developers would, like, patch that out, said glitches and exploits every time they came up. But it's not like they made it impossible to beat. It's just, like, really, really time-consumingly hard, from what I remember.
Makes sense.
But it's just like, we didn't want him to get beat through an exploit or a glitch or anything like that. We just want him to actually... We want to see who can beat it legitimately.
Sounds about right.
Fuck you in particular.
Damn it. Damn right. I'm also making the mistake of... Well, I mean, not really a mistake, because since Chrono is in rage mode, I can just hope that he attacks everyone that's not the juggler when he has magic defense.
Crap.
There, he's dead. Now I don't have to worry about it. But again, I swear that Square just reused this entire segment for Bowser's Castle and Mario RPG.
Most likely.
For the gauntlet rooms. It's the same kind of hallway, except instead of a Magic Koopa showing up to make monsters appear, it's Ozzie.
Take off the Berserker!
Well, I'm still fighting regular guys. I thought I cut the... Oh, maybe I didn't cut this battle out. I thought I did. Probably because I usually beat them really quick.
Take off...
Especially since Chrono is just doing 500 damage to everything.
God damn.
But again, just imagine if they did restart the battle music every time we got into another fight here. How annoying that would be. I mean, you can make the argument that hearing the battle music for like 5 minutes straight can be repetitive as well too, but I like the battle theme in this game.
Yeah, it's a good one. But I think, like, as you go later on into the game, like, you hear it less and less.
Certain dungeons, like, they'll just keep the dungeon theme in the battles.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. They do that with a couple of places. I think they... No, they did that earlier on in Magus's castle, where they just kept the ambience going for the first half of the castle.
Yeah, they're just trying to creep you out.
And they succeeded in that. That's still probably one of the creepiest moments of this game for me.
You still have the Berserker on.
I know, shut up! Shut up! I'll be fine. Past me will remember to take it off, right? I mean, you're going into the menu right now. Right? Past me? Do it? Yes, you're doing it! Come on.
Speed, crap.
Oh, you
No.
son of a bitch! No!
Oh,
What
crap.
am I doing? What am I doing?
What have you done? You doomed us all.
Welcome to How Not to Fight Ozzie. Crap. Let's just leave it up to random chance. I mean, it's Ozzie. He's not gonna do shit. Remember when we fought him on Zenon Bridge and he just stood there? It's just gonna be that again, right? I mean... Oh, damn it! What was I thinking?
I don't even know.
Oh, great.
I feel like Chrono's thinking right here is all like, you know, for some reason looking at this guy gets me really fucking pissed.
Well, okay, and here's why. Here's why I made the mistake. You're not gonna be able to physically hurt Ozzie himself. And the first thing that happens is this. This is why you don't do that. Wow. Damn it.
Why would you do that?
God damn it. I mean, this battle is super easy. All you have to do is attack these 4 cranes.
Yeah.
And that's, like, not that hard. But when the rage band makes me attack Ozzie, I can't. Damn it!
What are you aiming at, you fool?
Well, I mean, there is a giant ice block.
Oh, Jesus. Mother of...
Hey, I stabbed a...
Well,
there we go.
Hooray, Chrono. Your rage actually did something good.
I mean, I stabbed a tank, and it exploded. There's nothing that says I shouldn't be able to cut through a block of ice.
Jeez.
Even if it's magic.
Hey, he's going to go straight for Ozzie again, isn't he? I knew it.
Damn it!
Marle's going to die because of that.
No, she'll be fine.
She's pretty close.
She's fine. There,
Yeah, you better
see?
attack something before he does.
There, see?
Good.
What are you talking about? She's fine.
Marle,
Look
attack
at her.
something before Chrono kills you all.
Logic? You're talking crazy. She's fine. Look at her.
She's like half dead. Like, look at her. She's good. She's fine.
God damn it. Come on, Chrono. Thank you.
Hooray, for once you didn't fuck up at the start.
However, I am going to take that off because when I realize that, I'm like, no, that's going to make fighting Magus a bitch.
Especially since you really...
By which I mean it's going to make it impossible.
Yes.
Bye, Ozzie.
It's like he invented himself the absolutely safe capsule.
Yeah, but no. Okay, so we got a save point and a teleporter over to Magus.
Can you even tell which is which?
Well, I think the save point's on the right.
Hopefully.
Well, here's the thing. Just like with the teleporter before, You can go back
Alright, cool.
if you make a mistake, so.
They really should have made these things a little more distinguished.
Yeah, that's the save point. You can tell by the sound it makes. I think the save point
Well, I think
makes
the teleporter does the same sound, too. It's just like you can only tell once you start teleporting away. You're like, oh, okay.
No, because the teleporter, once you walk into it, it automatically teleports you to the next room.
You're like, nope, never again.
And this is why I'm like, okay, good. Why did I leave that on?
Get that max speed on.
There, I should have had the speed belt on in the first place. Or anything other than the rage band.
Hey, it made for some entertaining thing. You didn't just curb stomp Ozzie.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, that entire fight is a joke fight anyway. You're not supposed to lose that unless you're an idiot.
Still, that made for an entertaining fight instead of you just like, oh, okay, smack the things. Okay, we're done here. You're like, up, I smacked.
About right.
It's like, up, I hit Ozzie. Up, I hit Ozzie. Up, I hit Ozzie.
So now we got one more chance to rearrange your party before you go fight Magus. This is the party I'm going with because 2 healers is better than only having 1 healer.
Thing is, I think you have like a little less variance. Because with this, you have like 2 healers, both which have like water magic. Which means you're only going to be able to do 2 types of magic damage to Magus.
Yeah, you really should go into this fight with either Robo or Luca in your party, but...
Yeah, considering water and lightning are pretty much covered in with required party members.
Yeah. Anyway, in the next video, we're finally going to go fight Magus. I know it's been a long time, but this was a big dungeon, so...
Something like that.
Alright, see you guys in the next part.
I'm gonna go...
For my favorite boss battle in the game.
Alright, time to go play Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, no, I can wait.